Whoever would confess with their mouth and believe in their heart, they would be saved. And so the purpose of the cross was for salvation. It was not just limited to salvation, but the other purpose of the cross was for purpose, that we would walk in purpose, that we would walk in the divine calling that God has ordained for us to walk in. Because there again, Christ did not just save us for ourselves, but he saved us for a reason and for a witness. He saved us even for somebody else. And so whenever we begin to walk in our purpose, or whenever we begin to understand the purpose of the cross, then we begin to understand even clearer what our purpose is. What is it that God desires for us to do? Where is it that God desires for us to go? Because there are so many people that are not living life on purpose. There are so many individuals that is not making sense of their life, and it's not because God does not have something to offer them, but it's because they have not accepted what God has put out to give unto them. And so there again, what is it that Jesus did? Jesus died on the cross for you and I. He didn't just die there again for us to secure eternal salvation. That is a piece of it. Because, and you say, Bishop, why do you keep driving that piece home? The reason that I keep driving that piece home is because you have a lot of people that once they get saved, they don't know what else to do with their lives. Or they believe that once they're saved, that's it, that's all to it. But that's why we are a ministry that has been in purpose to empower people past the point of salvation. Because once you're saved, what comes after that? Once you're saved, what is it that God desires to do through and with and in you? And so there again, the purpose of the cross, his life for my purpose. He gave his life that I would be able to secure my purpose and walk and do what it is that he has strategically ordained or designed for me to do. Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give unto you an expected end." And so then therefore your end is expected. God has already mapped out that of which what he desires for you to do before the foundations of this world. And so in order for that to happen, Jesus had to go to the cross. And so there again, when you think about the cross, and just don't think about the cross when it's Resurrection Sunday. Just don't think about the cross every year when Easter is approaching, but you need to think about the cross daily. Many times I tell people it's only because of Calvary that I'm able to do what it is that I'm able to do. It's because of Calvary that I'm able to walk in the calling that God has placed on my life, because it all started back at Calvary. Jesus looked through the lens of time and said, if I come off this cross, then Devin will not be able to walk in the calling that my father, or that has been ordained for him to walk in. And so there again, it's because of Calvary that I stand here before you on today. It's because of Calvary that I have been purposed to empower the world. It's because of Calvary that everything that I do, I'm only able to do it through him. And so there again, the why or the what. The what is the cross. He went to the cross to secure an eternal plan for you and I. That plan that was there again, just not relegated or subjected or limited to eternal life. That's one of the most important thing. But then there is something that he desires for you to do down here while you have breath in your body. The what?